Hello, Order of Officers. This video was shot on May 30th. It was our birthday, and this was the first time we were traveling on our birthday. So we left Varkala and hopped into a train. We reached Alleppey later. We hired bikes and we traveled in the east direction to reach a place called Bharananganam, which is around 30 kilometers from hill station Vagamon. So watch till the end to see how this journey unfolded. Look at the picturesque scenery that this train ride offers. It is so beautiful.
Good morning from Alleppey railway station. We reached here around 7:20 in the morning, so that was a delay of 10 minutes or something. So we are going out to rent a bike. So we are not staying here in Alleppey. So 2 years ago we were here, and we have covered pretty much places here. So there is a church which is 70 kilometers from here, that's in Alfonso's tomb. So we are going there, and we have booked an Airbnb there. So yeah, on the way we are visiting places, and we are going to St. Alfonso's tomb. So stay with me to check all the details regarding that.
Later, we hopped into a bus to reach Alleppey town to rent bikes, which was a failed mission. I'll explain that later in the video. After renting bikes, we visited this restaurant called Udupi Saravana Bhavana for breakfast. Even though that dosa looked so pale in color, it was too tasty. I recommend the dosa from this place, it was too good. After the breakfast, we started our journey towards Bharananganam, which is around 70 kilometers from Alleppey railway station. Time to explain the bike renting mishap that happened to us, so you don't have to go through that if you're visiting Alleppey and planning to rent bikes. As soon as we stepped out of the Alleppey railway station, we noticed a bike rental outlet right outside. But renting a bike there wasn't as simple as we expected. Everything had to be done through an online platform where you had to choose the bike, compare rental plans, check how many kilometers were included for the price, and go through a list of terms and conditions. To be honest, it felt a bit too complicated and the prices were higher compared to the other rental options available in town. Later, we hopped onto a local bus and headed to Alleppey town, hoping to find a simpler and more affordable rental. Next, we contacted a rental service called Casabella Rental Scooter near Alleppey town. Our first question was whether they would allow us to ride nearly 100 kilometers outside Alleppey, since many rental shops don't permit long distance trips. Thankfully, they had no issues with it and agreed to rent us the bikes for just rupees 600 per bike. However, there was one small catch. At that moment, they didn't have any bikes available and they told us it would take more than 2 hours to arrange them. Even though we didn't end up renting from them, their response was polite, the pricing was reasonable, and they were willing to accommodate our travel plans. So if you're not in a hurry, I would definitely recommend checking out Casabella Rental Scooter. I'll continue about the mishap later. Look at the beautiful reflection of the sky shimmering on the river. It was truly mesmerizing. Our first stop of the day was St. Mary's Forane Church, located at Olickal, which is around 17 kilometers away from Alleppey railway station, one of the most beautiful and peaceful churches in Kerala backwater region. Since it was our birthday, we wanted to begin the day by seeking God's blessings, and this felt like the perfect place to do so. Surrounded by lush greenery and the tranquil backwaters, the church offers a calm and prayerful atmosphere that instantly fills you with peace. Its beautiful architecture and serene surroundings make it more than just a place of worship. It's a destination that reflects the rich Christian heritage of Kerala. Did you know a few scenes from the iconic Tamil movie Vinay Thandi Varuvaya, starred by Simbu and Trisha, were filmed here, making this church a special spot for both pilgrims and the movie lovers alike. It's amazing to stand in the same place that appeared on the big screen while also experiencing the peace and spiritual beauty of this historic church. After spending a few quiet moments in prayer and taking in the beauty of the church, we continued our journey with grateful hearts, ready to explore more of what Keralam had to offer. None of us was checking Google Maps, and before we knew it, we had taken the wrong turn. We ended up deep inside a village where there was little to no mobile network, making it almost impossible to find our way back. It definitely turned into an unexpected adventure. Lesson learned: always download your Google Maps route offline before starting your journey. It can be a real lifesaver when you're traveling through remote areas with poor network coverage. You guys enjoy the beautiful scenery this ride has to offer, while I'll continue the story of our bike rental mishap. Time was slipping away, and by then we had already wasted more than an hour searching for rental bikes. Almost every rental shop in Alleppey town gave us the same response. They didn't have any bikes available at the moment and asked us to come back later since it was still too early in the morning. With no other option left and not wanting to lose any more time, we headed back to the rental outlet near the railway station. In the end, we had to rent bikes from there, paying a hefty ₹1,000 per bike with a total of ₹3,000 for 3 bikes. It wasn't the deal we were hoping for, but at least our journey could finally begin. Even while returning the bike, we ended up arguing with the rental staff over their terms and conditions. It turned into quite an unpleasant experience, but I'll explain exactly what happened in another episode. Watch my another episode, you might find it helpful before renting a bike in Alleppey. Just look at the house over there. And it's not just this one. Almost every house we passed was built with beautiful architecture. Each home had its own unique charm, adding to the beauty of the journey. Also, the road was surrounded by vast rubber plantations for most of the journey, making the ride even more scenic and refreshing.
Hi guys, after that bike ride we have come to this homestay called Theeram here in Bharananganam. So we have booked this place for one day. So let me give this home tour. So this is the entrance and we have got this seating essentials. As we move further, we have this dining area and some storage section. Here we have a kitchen place. There's this oven. There is a fridge, stove and other things for you to cook. Also there is some utility space here. Let's go upstairs now. So here we have one room, and there is attached washroom for that. So if we go upstairs, there are two rooms here. There's one room with attached washroom and there is one more room with attached washroom. So if we go out here, we have got a balcony. That balcony comes with a view. Let's go upstairs. So this is the place to dry your clothes. Also you can view the rubber plantations the neighbors has got. So that's the home tour. Please comment how the room looks. Also behind they've got this small park kind of area, so you can maybe gather, people can gather here and spend night in the evening, maybe they can party.
After freshening up and getting some much needed rest, we started our journey at around 4 p.m., heading towards the Hidden Pool Waterfalls, which were about 24 kilometers from our Airbnb. The entire route was surrounded by lush greenery, making the journey just as beautiful as the destination itself. Every turn offered refreshing views, and the peaceful countryside made the ride even more enjoyable. Hidden Pool Waterfall wasn't the only waterfall in the area. In fact, the surrounding hills are home to hundreds of waterfalls, especially during the monsoon season. As we rode along, we could spot many of them cascading down the distant hills, making the scenery even more breathtaking. This isn't the waterfall I was speaking about. This is the one, Kadavupuzha Pool Waterfalls. You got to do some rock climbing activity to reach the waterfalls from the main road. You can see that few other travelers were already at this waterfall. So they were all Malayalis from different parts of Kerala, expect us. For the next few minutes, enjoy the beauty that this waterfall offers.
So guys, we are back from that waterfall swimming. So all of us are in one piece. Thank God for that. So if you come further down, there is this small vendor shop where they sell condiments, snacks and coffee, tea. If you need that, you can buy from here, support local vendors. Also, they've got washroom available. If you want to change your clothes after that waterfall swimming, you can come here to use that.
We left the place at around 6:30 p.m. and started heading back to our Airbnb. Unfortunately, I couldn't capture much of the return journey because it was raining cats and dogs. We were completely focused on riding safely through the heavy downpour. You can see my cousins wearing that raincoat which we bought from that vendor shop. In the next episode, you'll see us cooking a delicious chicken biryani along with a few other dishes. If you're interested in the biryani recipe, don't miss the next video. And that's not all. My friend and cousins had a special surprise waiting for us. They surprised my twin brother and me with a birthday cake that we never saw coming. It made our birthday even more memorable. So stay tuned for the next episode. See you in the next one.